Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to Summertown Elementary School for today and tomorrow. Summertown Smackdown event. Our first matchup here of the day on Friday. It's between Lawrence County rivals Summertown and Lawrence County. This is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network. Hope you guys had a wonderful summer. I sure did. Now it's time to get some fall sports action. This is an exhibition game, so they will go for 75 minutes. You'll have Doesn't matter who has more points or who has more games won. There's no wins or losses handed out in this. It's just mainly an exhibition, but a good dress rehearsal. Their first games here are coming up in just over a week. Both of these teams here made it to the state tournament a year ago. Lawrence County in Class 2A, Summertown in Class 1A. Summertown made it all the way to the state championship game before they fell in that fifth and final set to East Gaines. Lawrence County made it to the state tournament for the first time in over 40 years before they bowed out after a couple of games, but again, a historic season that they had. Now both of them trying to make their way back to Murfreesboro. They're going to be playing a bunch of games today and tomorrow. Action also going on at Etheridge, because it was supposed to be at Summertown High School, but because the air conditioner went out on them yesterday, I don't think anyone wants to play in 80-degree temperatures in a hot, stuffy gym. So first point here, it's Emily Brazier serving it over. Now sending it back for Lawrence County's Cami Williams. This one's set up for Mackenzie Reynolds, and that one's dug out by Williams. Sadie Grace Cole sending over Michaela Kerr, and that one's going to be just a bit too strong, and Summertown's going to come out with the first point of the game. First one to 25, I believe. It's also an exhibition for the broadcaster as well, as Cole now over to Cortland Rose, sends it over. Abby Jo Schaefer digs it out. Gracie Kelly to Schaefer. Now dug out by Rose. Sadie Grace Cole saves it. Kinley Cheatwood sends it over. Now it's Brazier. Sending it over to Ainsley Burleson. Dug out by Rose. To Cole. Over to Rose. And that one, they're going to say that Rose is in the net, and Summertown will pick up the point to lead this one early, 2-0. The point would win against Summertown. They said Summertown was in the net. Now Sadie Grace Cole is going to serve it over. Dug out by Brazier. Gracie Kelly sends this over to Ainsley Burleson. That one's dug out by Williams. Rose sends it over, and they're going to say she carried that one, so the point will go to Summertown as they lead it 2-1 in this first game. A lot of recognizable faces. Lawrence County lost a pair of big seniors from last year in Carly Fields and Carson Gobble. On the other side, a big loss in a first-team All-Stater in Katie Burdett. Dug out by Williams. Cole sends this one over to Cheatwood. Now dug out by Brazier to Kelly to Schaefer. Dug out by Cole, and they're going to say that someone from Lawrence County was in the net. That will go back to Summertown, who leads this one 3-1. Ainsley Burleson now set up the serve it over and does. Dug out by Williams. Cole sends this one over to Cortland Rose. Sends it over. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly over to Schaefer. Dug out by Rose. Cole sends it back over to Burleson. To Kelly. To Burleson. Hits the top of the net, but dug out by Cole. Cheatwood sends it over. Now it's to Kelly. Reynolds. And a beautiful job there by Mackenzie Reynolds to get the kill. And Summertown leads this one 4-1. Burleson back to serve it up again. That one's dug out by Michaela Kerr. Now to Williams. Over to Cortland Rose, who sends it over to Burleson. To Kelly. To Schaefer for the kill. Dug out. And now Cheatwood sends it over. That one's dug out by and sent into the net by Mia Dimwitty. And Lawrence County going to get the point. Peyton Morgan now going to substitute in for Kinley Cheatwood. And also coming into the game for Lawrence County will be Gigi Wallace. And she will come in. She would, and Peyton Morgan will come in for Michaela Kerr. Wallace will immediately go back to serve with her team trailing 4-2 here in this first set. That one's sent over, dug out by Burleson. Brazier. Now over to Dimwitty, dug out by Williams. To Cole, over to Cortland Rose. The kill attempt dug out by Burleson. Kelly, now over to Dimwitty. And that one's just inside the line, and it's in. Summertown now leads at 5-2. It's preseason for me as well, trying to get back into the groove of things here. Sorry if I'm a little slow on a few as Reynolds sends it over. Dug out by Wallace, now to Cole. Over to Morgan, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, over to Dimwitty, dug out by Cole. Wallace sends it over to Rose. Rose over to Brazier, to Kelly. To Burleson, dug out by Williams. Blocked at the net by Schaefer. And they're going to say too many hits there. Great job by Abby Jo Schaefer on the block. Eventually leads to a Summertown point as they lead this one 6-2. Mackenzie Reynolds now with the left-handed serve. Dug out by Wallace. To Cole. Over to Morgan. And that one's sent back by Kelly. Now Kelly digs it back out. Schaefer now sends it over. Dug out by Wallace. Cole. Good trickeration there. That one falls in. She fakes the assist, sends it over the net, gets the kill, and cuts the Eagle lead to 6-3 here in the first set. As Cortland Rose now going to surf it up here for Lawrence County. The right-hander over. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly over to Reynolds. And that one is wide and over. Actually, I'm going to say that Lawrence County was in the net. Got some substitutions now. Millie Brazier comes out. Millie Emerson will come in. Also coming in for Lawrence County is Mary Beth Brown will come in. Substituting for Kami Garland. And Brown tries to save that one, and that is going to be an ace for Abby Jo Schaefer. And Summertown leads at 8-3. Schaefer, the right-hander, serves it over. Dug up by Cole, now to Wallace. Over to Williams, dug up by Reynolds. Kelly. And they're going to say that Summertown was in the net. Millie Emerson was, so the point will go to Lawrence County as they cut the lead to 8-4. They're going to play for 75 minutes here, so as many games as they can get in, as many games as they can get in. Brown now going to serve it up. It goes over, dug up by Reynolds. Kelly sends it over, dug up by Rose. Now to Cole, sends it over. Now Kelly over to Burleson. The kill attempt cannot be handled by Wallace, goes off the wall. And Burleson gets the point and the ball back to Summertown. They lead in 9-4. 12 minutes in here to the 75-minute, so hour and 15 minutes as they'll go. Serving it over is Reynolds, dug up by Wallace to Brown. And they're going to say that Brown carried it. And that will be a point to Summertown, now leading 10-4. Served over by Reynolds. Cole has trouble with it. Wallace saves it. And Cole's going to not get it over as it goes in the net. A ace for Mia Dimwitty. And Steve Keaton has seen enough, and he will call a timeout here in this first set with his team trailing 11-4. A good start here for Summertown, kind of picking up where they left off from last year, as we mentioned. Went all the way to the Class 1A state championship game. They have won it all previously in 2020, defeating their rivals in Loretto once they got there. So this is a team that is very used to getting to Murfreesboro. Lawrence County got there for the first time since 1980 last year in Class 2A. Trying to get back there, even though they have a pair of seniors that they're missing big time from last year, but try to replace them and not just rebound, but reload. As they serve over from Reynolds, Rose tries to save it. That's going to fall in. That is another ace by Mia Dimwitty. The lead now goes out to 12-4. Reynolds, the left-hander. Dimwitty, the left-hander. They're both left-handed. They go over. Dug out by Cole. Brown now over to Cole for the kill attempt. That one's dug out by Brazier. Kelly over to Burleson for the kill. Dug out by Wallace. Rose now over to Brown, who sends it over. dug out by Reynolds. To Kelly, to Burleson. Off of Brown, off of the wall, and another kill by Ainsley Burleson gives the Lady Eagles a 13-4 lead. Mia Dinwiddie back again. The left-handed serve, dug out by Wallace. Brown over to Peyton Morgan. That one's blocked straight down. Lawrence County does get it over. It's Kelly. Now to Emerson, and Emerson's just wide, and Lawrence County will break the streak here as Mary Beth Brown will come out. And coming in for the Lady Cats is Sophie Cole. Cole, with her first action of the game, will go back to immediately serve with her team trailing 13-5 here in this first set. Emerson's now in the game here for Summertown. Now Michaela Kerr is going to come in as well. So will Kinley Cheatwood. Peyton Morgan and Gigi Wallace will both exit. So almost the original starting lineup then. As Kerr will serve it over. It's dug out. Gracie Kelly throws it to Emerson. Emerson dug out by Cole to Kerr. Over to Williams. Cheatwood digs it out. Cole sends it over. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly sends it over to Emerson. Dug out by Rose. Cole saves it. Kerr now over. Burleson to Kelly. To Emerson. Blocked into the hands of Kerr. Now to Cole to Williams. And they're going to say it wasn't deflected. And it will go to Summertown, who now has a 14-5 lead. Lady Cats thought that was deflected. It was not. Now Gracie Kelly go back to serve. The right-hander sends it over. Dug up by Kerr to Cole. Now to Cheatwood. That one's blocked. Emerson digs it out to Kelly. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds just a bit wide. Did not miss it by much. And Summertown send it back over to Lawrence County. The lead is now 14-6 here in this first set. It's going to be Kimmy Williams to serve it over for the Lady Cats. The right-hander gets it over to Burleson. Kelly sends it back to Burleson, who sends it over. Dug out by Rose. Now to Cole. Over to Rose for the kill. Kelly saves it. Now to Burleson. Back over to Michaela Kerr. To Cole. To Cheatwood. That one's going to fall in just over the Lady Eagle defense. So back-to-back points for the Lady Cats. Leads now 14-7. Kimmy Williams going to serve it up again here for Lawrence County. Right-hander readies. It's over. Dug out by Burleson to Gracie Kelly to Emerson. And a good job by Millie Emerson to get that one to fall down. And the lead is now 15-7. Emily Brazier back to serve it up for the second time here in the first set. Right-hander sends it over. Dug out by Kerr. Williams saves it. Cheatwood gets a block by Burleson, down and in. And it's a 16-7 Summertown lead. The Summertown team has been a dominant program in Class 1A for several years and showing it here early on. Served by Brazier, dug out by Kerr. Cole over to Rose, gets that one over. Saved by Kelly. Burleson sends it over, dug out by Cole. Rose, now to Kerr. Kerr to Brazier. Kelly, now to Abby Jo Schaefer, and that kill is in. And now it's a 10-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Brazier serves it over, dug out by Williams to Cole. Over to Cortland Rose. Good job by Cortland Rose, putting it where the defense is not. And Lawrence County breaks another run there by the Lady Eagles. As Sophie Cole will check out. Checking in now for Lady Cats is Cammie Garland. Sadie Grace Cole back to serve it up. Right-hander gets it over to Brazier. To Kelly, to Schaefer, and that one is just in between Kerr and Cole for another kill for Schaefer. And it's a 18-8 Lady Eagle lead. Burleson serves it over, dug out by Kerr to Cheatwood. And Sophie Cole cannot get, that's Cammie Garland can't give it over. goes into the net. It's a 19-8 Lady Eagle lead. Here comes Ainley Burleson, the right-hander, dug out by Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole over to Kinley Cheapwood. And that one's going to go in for a kill. So Kinley Cheapwood gets on the board. And the lead is cut to 10 at 19-9. Peyton Morgan, Gigi Wallace going to check in for Kinley Cheapwood and Michaela Kerr. And Wallace is immediately going to go back and serve it up for the Lady Cats. Head coach Steve Keaton trying to find some good rotation before these first games here in a couple weeks as Wallace sends it over, dug out by Burleson. To Kelly. Now to Dimwitty. Dug out by Cole. That one's dug out by Reynolds. As Reynolds gets her shot blocked there by Cortland Rose. That falls in, and Lawrence County here with a small run to cut the lead tonight at 19-10 here in the first set. So Wallace going to serve it up. The right-hander gets it over, dug out by Burleson. To Kelly, over to Abby Jo Schaefer. That one is blocked, but into the stand, so that's another kill for Schaefer. Leads back out to 10, 20-10 here for the Lady Eagles. 5 points away from taking the first set. Reynolds back to serve it up, the left-hander for the Lady Eagles. It's over, dug out by Williams. To Cole, here to Rose. And that one is going to be double hit by Schaefer. Cole gets credit for the kill and leads back down the 9 at 22-11. Almost 15 minutes into the 75-minute affair. Cortland Rose back to serve it up. It's over, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Burleson. And that one's dug out by Rose. Cole gets that one over, dug out by Schaefer. Now to Kelly, over to Dimwitty, dug out by Williams. Cole sends it over, dug out by Burleson. To Kelly, to Schaefer, dug out by Williams. Cole to Morgan, dug out by Brazier. They send it over. Now Morgan sends it over and just wide. And the point will go to the Lady Eagles now at 10 once again at 21-11. Mary Beth Brown now comes in for Cammie Garland. And Abby Jo Schaefer serves it up, dug out by Wallace. And that will fall in, and Schaefer, who's had a few kills now, gets her first ace. Schaefer going to try to fill the shoes of Katie Burdett, and with a serve like that, she's doing a good job so far. Another ace, and it's a 12-point Lady Eagle lead. Substitution now, as Wallace will check out. Checking in is Reagan Brazier for the Lady Cats. Steve Keaton experimenting with his rotations here. Schaefer sends it over, dug out by Brazier. Now to Rose. Sadie Grace Cole can't get it over. Another ace. 3 in a row for Abby Jo Schaefer, 1 point away from taking the first set. Schaefer's serve is over, dug out by Rose to Brown. Over to Williams, and Williams gets that one blocked by Emerson and down. And the Lady Eagles take the first set, 25-11 here at the Summertown Smackdown from Summertown Elementary. We will have set number 2 come up here after a short break here on the X Sports Network.
Hit a home run with the team at United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
On the web, 931-321-8226.
Tommy Johnson, 931-722-4840.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
Travis Caldwell's 931-629-3033.
You're safe with United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story & Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory. And gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story & Lee.
And welcome everyone back to Summertown Elementary here for the Summertown Smackdown. First matchup here of the day between Lawrence County and Summertown. Summertown took the first set between the two, 25-11. Summertown took both matchups between these two in the regular season a year ago. A matchup of two state tournament teams from a year ago. Again, these games do not count against their win and loss record. It is mainly an exhibition, but since we are a week away from the first games, it's a good time to get in. So what will happen is if they'll play for 75 minutes, they'll get as many games in as they can. We'll anticipate the starters and the varsity players will go for the first couple games, and then they'll start sending in the JV and ninth graders, second teamers, third teamers, however you want to put it, in the other couple of games. After this, Lawrence County will get Lewis County. We also have games going on at Etheridge right now. It's supposed to be at Summertown High, but we have a busted air conditioner over there. They've had to shut down school, not just the tournament part. So head coach Andrea Kelly and her staff at Summertown have done a great job getting this, not only getting this tournament scheduled, but just kind of adjusting on the fly and getting themselves and this tournament going at the other side as well. Those games are also streaming on the X Sports Network. I will be doing the first two here and then doing the next two. Later tonight, we'll have this Lawrence County team taking on Loretto, I believe. I don't have a schedule in front of me. Let's see here. After this will be Lewis County and Lawrence County here. Then we'll have, it'll be Collinwood and Loretto over at Etheridge, and then we'll have Collinwood and Lawrence County. So all teams that you see regularly here on the X Sports Network is what we'll have. And then we'll have a couple games tomorrow. So a full slate of action going on here at Summertown Elementary and also at Etheridge. Again, a good job here by the Summertown staff, just adjusting on the fly. And, sometimes life feeds you fastballs. Sometimes it feeds you curveballs and changeups. And it's your job to hit them. So the Summertown coaching staff has done a good job of hitting. So Lawrence County will start off serving off here in the second set. It's Kami Williams going to lead things off here for the Lady Cats. Original starting lineup in for both sides. And the right-hander sends it over. And it's going to be wide. And the first point will go to Summertown. And Summertown have to replace the big shoes of Katie Burdett, first team All-State, and Lawrence County having to fill the shoes of Carson Gobble and Carly Fields. Williams digs out the serve. Kinley Cheatwood gets her shot attempt blocked by Schaefer. Now Rose sends it over, dug out by Burleson, saved by Schaefer. Reynolds gets it over, dug out by Williams. Sadie Grace Cole over to Cortland Rose. That one's in. A good job by Cortland Rose. Little air on it, some sink at the end, inside the line, and we're all knotted up at one here in the second set. 20 minutes into the 75-minute affair as Kami Garland will now check in for Sophie Cole. Sadie Grace Cole serves it over, dug out by Emily Brazier. Gracie Kelly to Abby Jo Schaefer, blocked by Kinley Cheatwood and down, and Lawrence County with their first lead here in the matchup. It's like a brick wall that shot hit and fell right down. So Cole will serve it up again. The right-hander sends it over, dug out by Brazier. Gracie Kelly now over to Mia Dimwitty. They're going to say that Dimwitty or somebody was in the net. I'm going to say Lawrence County was in the net. Steve Keaton gives a brief stare, and they'll go over to Summertown. The game tied at 2. It's Mackenzie Reynolds going to serve it up. That's over, dug out by Williams. Sadie Grace Cole now over to Cortland Rose. That one's dug out by Brazier. Dimwitty saves it. Gracie Kelly sends it over. Dug out by Rose to Sadie Grace Cole. Now over to Ainsley Burleson. Kelly to Abby Jo Schaefer, and that one's down and in. Not going to stop that one as Summertown regains a lead of 3-2 here in the second set. Took the first set 25-11. Kinsey Reynolds, the left-hander, going to serve it over again. Dug out by Michaela Kerr. Williams now over to Cortland Rose, dug out by Reynolds to Kelly. And Williams cannot get that one over. Good job by Gracie Kelly. Faking the assist, sends it over. Can't be handled by the Lady Cats, and the lead's doubled up at 4-2. Reynolds, the left-hander, going to serve it up again here for the Lady Eagles. Dug out by Michaela Kerr to Sadie Grace Cole. And Kami Garland and Cole had a miscommunication. That one will fall in. And Summertown leads at 5-2. Reynolds now serves it over. Dug out by Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole over to Kinley Cheatwood. Dug out by Ainsley Burleson. Now to Gracie Kelly to Mia Dimwitty. Dug out by Kerr. Cheatwood can't save it. Sends it over the net and wide. And the Lady Eagles now lead at 6-2. Game rules are pretty much the same. You get 2 timeouts per set. So they'll keep it the same here as part of the SmackDown as well. As Kerr digs out the Reynolds set. Now to Cortland Rose. Dug out by Brazier. To Gracie Kelly. To Abby Jo Schaefer. Dug out by Garland. Now to Cole. And Rose's shot was blocked but falls on the Summertown side. She'll get credit for the kill. And they stop that Summertown run at 4-0. These now cut the 6-3 as Cheatwood and Kerr will come out. Peyton Morgan and Gigi Wallace will come in for the Lady Cats. Wallace will serve it. The right-hander sends it over. Dug out by Ainsley Burleson to Gracie Kelly to Abby Jo Schaefer. Blocked by Morgan. Kelly digs it out. Schaefer can't make up her mind whether or not she was going to get it. That one's going to hit the net and fall down. Preseason for everybody. It happens in the regular season sometimes too. It's just part of it. Gigi Wallace sends it over. Dug out by Burleson to Kelly. Now to Burleson. Dug out by Williams. Morgan sends it over. Dug out by Brazier to Kelly. To Dimwitty, left-hander. Dug out by Rose. And Schaefer sends it just wide. Did not miss by much. She did a good job with the trickeration shot, but sent it just wide. And now Lawrence County has cut the lead to 6-5. Almost 25 minutes into the 75-minute affair. Wallace sends it over, dug out by Burleson to Kelly. Burleson now sends it over, dug out by Sadie Grace Cole to Morgan, dug out by Brazier. Kelly to Schaefer, just wide, did not miss by much. It's back-to-back shots by Schaefer that just missed by mere inches, and we're all knotted up at 6. Wallace is serving up again for Lawrence County. It's over. Dug out by Burleson to Kelly. Burleson now over, dug out by Cortland Rose to Sadie Grace Cole to Garland. That one's dug out by Kelly. Reynolds to Dimwitty. Dug out by Cole. Morgan now over to Cortland Rose. And that one is just wide. And now Summertown regains the lead at 7-6. So a good battle here between both sides here in the second set. Summertown took the first one 25-11. Sent over by Schaefer and wide. Schaefer had 3 aces in the first set, and that one goes wide, and the game's knotted up at 7. So Cortland Rose will serve it up for the Lady Cats. Game tied at 7. The right-hander jump serve is over, dug out by Burleson. Saved by Reynolds. Kelly sends it over, dug out by Wallace. Cole, now to Morgan. Blocked by Emerson. Millie Emerson gets the block and the point. And Summertown regains the lead at 8-7. Mary Beth Brown will now come in for Cammie Garland. Mia Dimwitty, the left-hander, serves it over to the Lady Eagles. Dug out by Wallace. Mary Beth Brown now over to Sadie Grace Cole. Can't get it over. Be an ace for Dimwitty. The lead's out to 2, 9-7. Lady Eagles going on a small run here. Left-hander serves it up. Dug out by Wallace. Brown over to Morgan. The kill attempt. And they're going to say that Morgan was in the net, so the point will go to Summertown. Would have been a kill there for Morgan if she wasn't in the net. Leads now 10-7 for the Lady Eagles. Served by Dimwitty is over. Dug out by Wallace. Saved by Rose. Morgan will send it over. Dug out by Reynolds to Kelly. Over to Dimwitty. Dug out by Wallace to Morgan. Cammie Williams just wide, and the lead is now 4 for the Lady Eagles. Dimwitty to serve it up again here for Summertown. Their team leading by 4 in the second set. Left-hander serves it up. Dug out by Wallace. Brown now to Morgan. Morgan dug out by a diving Dimwitty. Back over to Lawrence County. Brown over to Williams. Dug out by Reynolds and into the stands. And Lawrence County breaks that 4-0 run by the Lady Eagles. And it's now an 8 advantage for Summertown. Mary Beth Brown will go back and serve it up here for Lawrence County. Right-hander sends it over, dug out by Emily Brazier to Kelly, to Emerson, dug out by Morgan. Now to Kelly, dug out by Rose. Cami Williams, blocked by Emerson. And they're going to say that Emerson was in the net, so Lawrence County goes on a small run to cut the lead to 2 at 11-9. Brown to serve it up again here for the Lady Cats. Right-hander sends it over, dug out by Dinwiddie to Gracie Kelly. And Morgan sends it over, dug out by Brazier. Kelly sends it over. Now back over to Summertown. It's Burleson to Kelly, back to Burleson, blocked by Morgan. That one's going to fall in. So a 4-0 run by Summertown. Now been answered by a 3-0 run by the Lady Cats and an 11-10 Lady Eagle advantage. Mary Beth Brown, the right-hander, serves it over, dug out by Brazier. To Kelly, over to Emerson. And Cortland Rose was moving to her right. The ball went to her left, and that is a kill there for Emerson, and it's a 2-point Lady Eagle lead at 12-10. Coming up on the 30-minute mark here in the 75-minute affair. Gracie Kelly now going to serve it up. Right-hander sends it over, dug out by Gigi Wallace. That goes to the net, and that one is killed down by Ainsley Burleson. And their lead is now out to 3 at 13-10. Kelly dribbles. Now the right-hander serves it up. It's over. And that one's going to go wide. Good job by Gigi Wallace to hold up on that one. And we got some substitutions now. 3 will now come in for Lawrence County as you have Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, Kinley Cheatwood coming in for Morgan Wallace and Mary Beth Brown. And Kerr will immediately go back and serve it up for the Lady Cats. And Kerr sends it over, dug out by Ainsley Burleson to Gracie Kelly. Over to Emerson, dug out by Cole. Now to Sadie Grace Cole, to Williams. Her shot's blocked. Kinley Cheatwood sends it over, and that one falls in. And the Lady Cats cut the lead to 1 once again at 13-12 here in a very exciting second set. Kerr will serve it up once again for Lawrence County. These two rivals will also meet up a pair of times in the regular season as Kerr sends it over, dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Burleson, dug out by Williams to Kerr. Cheatwood sends it over to Dinwiddie to Kelly, now to Reynolds, and that one's wide and into my hands, and we're tied up at 13. It's just like baseball, Will, you know? Where you're set up there, that's home run territory, and we're in kill territory out here as Kerr sends it over, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly over to, as actually Dinwiddie to Reynolds, and Reynolds gets her kill to fall in, and Summertown regains the lead at 14-13. Just like basketball, I'm still getting Dinwiddie and Reynolds mixed up. It's the preseason. Brazier sends her serve over, dug out by Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole now sends it over, dug out by Dinwiddie. And they're going to get called for a carry, and we're tied up at 14 again. Cami Williams now going to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. Right-hander dribbles. And now it's over. Dug out by Ainsley Burleson. Gracie Kelly over to Mackenzie Reynolds. Dug out by Cortland Rose to Michaela Kerr. Back to Rose, who sends it over. Dug out by Dinwiddie to Gracie Kelly to Abby Jo Schaefer. That one was dug out by Williams, but into the stands, and Sadie Grace Cole goes face first into the bleachers, but she's okay. That's a kill for Abby Jo Schaefer, and Sadie Grace Cole is fine. She is jumping up and down like, you know, she didn't just curb stomp herself on the front row. And Summertown leads at 15-14. Actually, no, that went to Lawrence County. So they lead at 15-14 as Brazier digs it out. Now to Lawrence County, Kinley Cheatwood, and that one's in for a kill. And now they should lead it 15-14 now. Scoreboard, a bit of a confusion there. It's a preseason for the scoreboard people as well. Williams sends over a hard serve, dug out by Brazier. Ainsley Burleson And Brazier sends it over, dug out by Cole. Now to Sadie Grace Cole, to Cortland Rose, and that one goes into the second row and wide, and we're tied up at 15. Tied up at 15 here in the second set. Steve Keaton having a lot of fun with the official here. Is Michaela Kerr. Now to Sophie Cole. Abijo Schaefer. Kill attempt is down. Some miscommunication leads an easy kill attempt for Schaefer, and the Lady Eagles retake the lead at 16-15. Ainsley Burleson back to serve it up. Right-hander sends it over, dug out by Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole to Kinley Cheapwood, and that one's sent back over after a block by Schaefer. Now back to Summertown. Reynolds now over to Mia Dinwiddie, blocked. Cheapwood now to Kerr, sends over, dug out by Burleson. Over to Reynolds to Dinwiddie, dug out by Williams to Sadie Grace Cole to Cortland Rose, off the net and in. That one spun on the net like a skateboarder and fell in, and we're tied up at 16. And some substitution. Sophie Cole comes out. Cami Garland will come in for the Lady Cats. And Sadie Grace Cole to serve it up. It's over. Dug out by Ainsley Burleson to Gracie Kelly to Abby Jo Schaefer. Kill attempt is down. Lady Eagles lead at 17-16. Now Mackenzie Reynolds, a left-hander, setting up the serve. And it's over. Dug out by Cortland Rose to Sadie Grace Cole, sends it over. Dug out by Reynolds to Kelly to Schaefer. Dug out by Rose. And then Kinley Cheapwood in for the kill, and we're tied up at 17. Good action there from the diving save from Rose and the backhanded slap for Cheapwood for the kill. Peyton Morgan, Gigi Wallace going to check in for Cheapwood and Kerr. And Wallace will go back to immediately serve it up here for the Lady Cats. The right-hander sends it over. Dug out by Schaefer to Kelly. Back to Schaefer. Dug out by Sadie Grace Cole to Wallace. Over to Rose. She gets it over. Dug out by Reynolds. Dinwiddie's shot is wide. And Lawrence County breaks the tie, and it's an 18-17 Lady Cat advantage. Wallace readies. The right-hander sends it over. Dug out by Schaefer to Kelly. Over to Dinwiddie. The left-hander shot saved by Cole. Dug out by Williams. Over to Rose. Dug out by Brazier. To Kelly to Schaefer. Wallace digs it out to Cole. Now Morgan sends it over. Dug out by Schaefer to Kelly. Now over to Dinwiddie. That one's blocked by Garland, but wide, and Dinwiddie gets credit for the kill to tie the game up at 18. Abby Jo Schaefer back to serve it up at 3 aces in the first set. Here at the game tied at 18. Right-hander sends it over, dug out by Wallace to Cole, over to Peyton Morgan, and Dinwiddie saves it. She'll get it back, sends it over, dug out by Wallace to Sadie Grace Cole, over to Morgan, and that one is wide. To say it wasn't deflected. And Summertown retakes the lead in 19-18. Schaefer to serve it up again. The right-hander sends it over and wide, and we're tied up at 19. Missed that one by about a foot. She has a hard serve that's hard to judge sometimes, and now Cortland Rose will go back to serve it up. The game tied at 19 here in the second set. Right-hander sends it over, dug out by Ainsley Burleson to Gracie Kelly to Emerson. Wallace digs it out. Sadie Grace Cole now over to Cami Williams. That one is down and in, and the Lady Cats retake the lead at 20-19. First to 25, and you got to win by 2. Lady Eagles took the first set 25-11 as Rose prepares. It's over, and it's dug out and in. Burleson couldn't handle it. And Lawrence County with their largest lead at 21-19. Andrea Kelly, the head coach for Summertown, going to call a timeout here. We'll keep it here, as Lawrence County has answered every Summertown run here in the second set and then some to take a 21-19 lead. Good crowd here for this 3:30 matchup. Again, part of the SmackDown tournament. A lot of teams represented. Right after this, Orange County will face off with Lewis County. And then I'll head over to Etheridge, where Collinwood and Loretto will meet up, and then Collinwood and Lawrence County will meet up. We'll have all the games in the SmackDown from not only here in Etheridge, will be on our network this weekend. So some good preseason action as we are just a little over of a week away from the regular season starting, and a lot of games that you will see on the X Sports Network this season. Rose jump serve is over, dug out by Burleson. Kelly sends it over, dug out by Cami Williams to Sadie Grace Cole to Peyton Morgan. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Burleson. Dug out by Williams off the side of her fist and into the stands. A kill for Ainsley Burleson to cut the lead to 20-19. We have Loretto and Columbia Central going right now, with Loretto leading that one 12-8 in the second set as they took the first set. Mia Dimwitty to serve it up for Summertown. And the left-hander sends it over. Dug out by Gigi Wallace. Over to Mary Beth Brown. And that one is too strong. And now Summertown has tied it up off the Dimwitty ace. So an error there by the Lady Cats. Dimwitty to serve it up again. It's over. Dug out by Wallace to Mary Beth Brown to Peyton Morgan. Dug out by Emily Brazier. Gracie Kelly now over to Ainsley Burleson. Dug out by Cortland Rose to Mary Beth Brown. Over to Cami Williams. Dug out by Reynolds to Kelly to Burleson. And Brown can't handle it. Another kill for Ainsley Burleson. Lady Eagles on a 3-0 run. They take a 22-21 lead. Now Steve Keaton going to burn his time out here. This team trailing by one here in the second set. Some good action here early on here. We're hoping to see a lot of action. As we mentioned, we're going to carry a lot of Lawrence County, Summertown, and Loretto volleyball games throughout the course of the year. You'll also see a lot of our local teams like Collinwood and Mount Pleasant throughout the course of the season. So we'll have a lot of action here almost daily. And then, of course, every football game from Loretto, Summertown, and Lawrence County will be on our network as well as every basketball game. We had over 400 games carried last year. We're going to hit the 500 mark this year. Dimwitty, dug out by Wallace. And Williams' kill is in, and we are tied up at 22. So Cami Williams coming on strong here in the second set. If this second set is any indication, we're in for a heck of a season. Good way to start off the fall, even though it's 100 degrees on the pavement outside and just below that inside the Summertown High Gym because their air conditioning broke. Emerson with the kill attempt, dug out by Cole. Another kill attempt dug out by Rose. Now it's over to Williams. Williams sends it over. That one's in. So back and forth, and now the Lady Cats take the lead at 23-22. Some great action in the second set. The Lady Cats now lead it. Mary Beth Brown back to serve it up for the Lady Cats, the right-hander. It's over. Dug out by Dimwitty to Gracie Kelly to Ainsley Burleson. And that one is a kill, falling at the feet of Sadie Grace Cole. And the Lady Eagles cut the lead to 24-23. Gracie Kelly back to serve it up. We're all confused here on the scoreboard side of things. Well, they're saying they're now tied at 23. So Gracie Kelly sends it over, dug out by Williams. Mary Beth Brown over to Peyton Morgan. Morgan dug out by Brazier. Dimwitty to Emerson, dug out by Williams. Wallace now back to Williams. She sends it over, dug out by Dimwitty to Kelly to Reynolds, dug out by Wallace. Brown can't save it. That's going to fall in, and now Summertown leads at 24-23, a point away from taking the second set. Kelly to serve it up once again here for the Lady Eagles. The right-hander sends it over, dug out by Wallace. Brown now to Sadie Grace Cole. And that one's in. Cole with the kill, and we are now tied at 24. Again, got to win by 2 as we have Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, and Kinley Cheapwood now. Going to check in for, once the official pays attention, going to check in for Morgan Wallace and Sophie Cole. Actually, Sophie Cole's into the game. Kerr that checked out. Kerr now serves it over to Ainsley Burleson. To Gracie Kelly to Mackenzie Reynolds. Blocked. Sophie Cole now over to Williams. Dug out by Dimwitty. Saved by Reynolds. Emerson sends it over, dug out by Kerr. To Cole, to Cheapwood. Blocked back over by Emerson. And they lead at 25-24, a point away from taking the second set. Emily Brazier to serve it up here for the Lady Eagles. Dribbles it. And the right-hander sends it over. Dug out by Kerr. Cole. Now over to Cheapwood, who sends it over. Dug out. Gracie Kelly now to Abby Jo Schaefer. Blocked. Saved by Cole. Back to Schaefer, to Kelly. Over to Burleson. Dug out by Cami Williams. Now to Sadie Race Cole. Back to Williams. And that one's sent back to Lawrence County. And a kill there. Can't really see who did it. But Summertown takes the second set, 26-24. They lead it 2-0. And with that, we'll take a break here on the X Sports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
All right, we're back here at the Summertown Smackdown. Right now, each side's JV is going to get a bit of a warm-up after both varsity squads played 2 sets. Summertown took both of those. So we're going to run a few spots, some highlights from last year, and then when it's time, we'll be back here at the Summertown Smackdown, Summertown Elementary. Starters are ready. Official blows the whistle, and it is time for Eagle basketball here on the X Sports Network. Smith. Smith now to Grayson Burleson, who drives the baseline. And his layup is up and in, and Summertown gets on the board into the paint. Dishes out the Trotter now to Gavin from an NBA range 3. Nothing but net from Gavin Burleson. Can't give him any space, Scott. Speed. Dishes down low to Smith. Dishes out to Gavin Burleson. He'll try a baseline jumper and knocks it down. Fadeaway shot for Gavin Burleson. He's got 5. Summertown extends her lead to 3. Trotter into the paint. Now to Grayson Burleson. His layup is up and in, and Grayson Burleson with 4 points. Trotter in the corner. Now inside to Grayson Burleson. His jumper's up front are no good. Gavin with the rebound. Throws up a shot, and it's in. Second chance points there for Gavin Burleson. But Cole Campbell with the rebound out to Grayson Burleson. His 3 hits it. Big shot from Grayson Burleson. Downloaded to Kopp. To Kopp being triple teamed. That's going to get knocked into the hands of Grayson Burleson to head to Gavin. Gavin's layup is up and in. Gavin Burleson with 9 points. Gavin Burleson now over to Cole Campbell inside the Trotter. Trotter right-handed hook shot. Rolls in. First points of the game for Caden Trotter. Burleson to Harrison Gobble. Gobble hands over to Gavin Burleson. He's going to drive. Throws up a shot. That one's in. And the foul. By 6. Gavin Burleson trying the 3. Back iron no good. Another offensive rebound. Harrison Gobble. Gobble powers up. Rolls that one in. The first points of the game for Harrison Gobble. Now over to Gobble. Gobble picks up his dribble, throws it down low to Trotter. Trotter gets that one in, and he is fouled. Another AM1 by Caden Trotter. Grass with it, dribbles through traffic and gets that one stolen away. Coming the other way is Gobble. Gobble, nice pass to Jake Smith. Off the glass and in.
Great job.
Summertown leading by 13. 2:45 remaining in the half. Smith now to Caden Charter. Backdoor to Gavin Burleson. That one is up and in. Now Gobble ahead to Grayson Burleson. Grayson, floater up. That one will fall. Grayson Burleson with 11. Summertown out to a largest lead, 33-19 in the half. Summertown leading Fairview by 12. Grayson Burleson with it. Drives into the paint. Euro step. That one is in. Grayson Burleson with 13. Trouble finding the bottom of the net since. Grayson Burleson going to try jumper. Rattles that one home. Grayson Burleson picking up where he left off the other night when he had 29. He's got 15. Now they bring it ahead to Jake Smith. Inside to Gavin. Gavin's layup is up and in. And he's fouled. And he'll have a chance at the M1.
He slapped the backboard and hit Gavin as he went under.
Out to Harrison. Gobble over to Gavin Burleson. He drives the baseline. Reverse layup. What a move and in. Just shock and awe with that one. Gavin Burleson with 18. The lead's out to 18.
The defender with 3 fouls there. He couldn't do much with him.
Caden Trotter on the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Now gets it to Grayson Burleson. Goes off the glass and gets it in. A big answer there, Scott Campbell. 15 seconds left to Harrison Gobble. Gobble drives. Dishes out to Grayson. Open for 3. Knocks it down. What an answer from Grayson Burleson. He's got 23. Leads back out to 12. 5 seconds left. It looks like the loser will head to Milan. The winner will face Gibson County at home as Grayson Burleson hits another 3. Red hot. He's got 26. Now being double teamed. Inside, wide open Weston Pig. Reverse layup is in. Big shot from Weston Pig. His first points of the game, and the lead is out to 13. 25 left. Gavin drives. Shot up. And a block, and it's in. And AM1 coming up for Gavin Burleson by 7. Inbound into Durham. Durham will get a shot up at the buzzer. No good. And Summertown is your Class 2A Region 5 champions. Their next game will be against Gibson County on Monday at 7 o'clock. The Summertown girls will also be at home on Saturday against Gibson County. That one will be at 7 o'clock for who will go to Murfreesboro. Final stats here. Grayson Burleson led all scorers with 31. Gavin Burleson with 24.
The best I remember about the field, John Cook was the one that kind of designed the way it faced.
Back then, most everybody had the skin infield.
You know, we had the sand infield.
It was dirt infield. It wasn't grass infield then.
And grass on the infield, we didn't even know what that was. If we played at a field that had grass, we was like amazed.
We played on a dirt infield, so you didn't have grass infield at the time.
Had to drag the whole thing to get it smoothed out, ready to go. It was a little bit more difficult on rainy days to get it ready to play on. We've done everything from spread sawdust to actually burning the field off to try to dry it up.
Rainy games and stuff, we'd burn it off sometimes.
No, you did not pay to get in ball games at that time.
Dirt infield, obviously. Post in the outfield, the foul pole was maybe 5 feet high. You know, you couldn't tell if it was an actual foul ball or fair ball.
I remember the old chain link fences and old wooden posts with holes in them from the woodpeckers and things that got in them.
I do remember Larry going back in center field, making a catch and flipping plumb over the fence.
One of our region tournaments, it's on one of the videos, Larry Parrott goes to catch a ball in center field and literally flips over the fence, but the fence is already halfway down. When he hit the fence just laid down because it was already halfway down.
I mean, Larry made some great catches in his career, was a great player, great center fielder, but that was one that I'll never forget.
I remember we sat on the first base side where the pine trees was on that side, so that's the side we always sat on and warmed up in, and our dugout was in the pines.
There were no dugouts. The visitors was just a bench. And we actually set up in pine trees, on the hill there where there was pine trees. And we would just our buddies would come sit with us, so there was really not a dugout. We just stood up.
Back here at the Summertown Smackdown, about 23 minutes left here. And now we're going to have both JVs are going to go up against each other here for both the Lady Eagles and the Lady Cats. The Lady Eagle varsity took set 1, 25-11, and then took the very exciting set 2, 26-24. And now both sides JVs are going to compete against each other. We will try to call them best as we can. So a whole new set of names I'm going to have to learn and recognize on the fly. So please bear with us here. If I miss a name here and there, I apologize. So coming out for Lawrence County, we'll have Ellie Merriman, Elizabeth Hagan, Arlie Thomas, Reagan Frakes, Alyssa Brewer, and Lila Cox. So that will be the starting 6 here for Lawrence County, and then Sophie Cole, the libero, will eventually check in. Decent crowd here for a Friday afternoon. At least we have air conditioning, Will. That's a good thing. On the other side for Summertown, we'll have Josie Burleson, Laura Gillum, Ellie Lou Mason. Trying to get the other ones. Audrey Hofstetter. And there's someone behind one of the things. I can't see it quite yet. Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. And we got 3 8th graders. And then, of course, from the varsity game, we have the freshman and Millie Emerson. So they are out here for Summertown. And to serve things up, the startup will be Audrey Hofstetter. And that will be dug out by Cox. Now to Cole. Sent over as Brewer. And that will be wide, and Summertown takes an early 1-0 lead. In this JV matchup, Hofstetter will go back and serve it up again for the Lady Eagles. That one's over, dug out by Cole, high in the air. And now Cox saves it, now to Cole. That one is dug out, Hofstetter. Now Cole over to Brewer, sends it over. That's dug out by Emerson. Hofstetter. And a kill attempt there is swung on and missed by Josie Burleson as the Lady Cats tied up and won. If you hear some extra stomping noise, we have a young child who's currently taking a nap next to our microphone. Gotta love the preseason. All right, back to serving up for Lawrence County is Reagan Brazier. And this one is dug out. Now it's going to be Burleson, her kill attempt. That one is dug out. Brewer sends it over, and they're going to say it was wide, and it will go over to Summertown. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Summertown as we'll keep it here. Also into the game for the Lady Eagles is Gab, number 18. Ross. Yeah, it's not Gabby Long, so it's a preseason. We're all trying to figure it out here. Kelly. It is Annalie Kelly. Annalie Kelly it is. This young man's watching some water skiing down here. Annalie Kelly is part of the Lady Eagles state championship once again. They've had a good string of those lately as Lawrence County will get the ball back to serve it again. It will be Reagan Brazier. Brazier now serves it over. It is dug out. Now for the kill attempt is Burleson. Dug out by Brewer. Thomas. Now back to Brewer, and that one's off the inline on the net. It's red and white. I don't know. I just call it a thingamabob, and that will go over to Summertown for 3-1 lead. As Annalie Kelly will serve it up again for the Lady Eagles. And an attempt to dig it out by Brazier goes wide, so an ace for Kelly gives the Lady Eagles a 4-1 lead. eventually. Maybe they'll put it up on the scoreboard. As Kelly sends it over. Dug out by Cole. Thomas. Now over to Frakes, and that one's dug out. And then Frakes sends it back. Dug out again. Emerson sends it over. And a good attempt there by Brazier. Can't make it happen. And that will be a kill there for Summertown. For Emerson, the freshman. As Kelly will serve it up again here for the Lady Eagles. Sent over, dug out by Cole. To Thomas. Back to Cole. Dug out by Kelly. Now here to Emerson. And that one's blocked by Frakes, down and in. Four to 2 is the Lady Eagle advantage. And now you have Sophie Cole to serve it up. Coming into the game is Elizabeth Hagan. She will check in for Reagan Frakes. Sent over and dug out by Burleson. And down and in, just out of the reach of Elizabeth Hagan. That will fall in for the kill. And the Lady Eagles lead at 5-2. Back to serve it up, just checking in is Ainsley Pennington. Pennington's serve is over, dug out by Cole. To Thomas, now to Brewer. And that one is wide, and we'll go back over to Summertown. Pennington's serve is over, dug out. Now to Thomas, over to Brewer. And that one's going to fall in for the kill. Good dig by Brazier, over to Thomas, to Brewer. And now Brewer will go back and serve it up. Team trailing 6-3. Brewer sends it over. And that one will go just wide. Didn't miss by much. And now it's a 7-3 Summertown lead. About 15 minutes left here in this 75-minute affair. We're an hour in. Serving it over is Laura Gillum. Thomas. And the kill attempt's going to fall in for Ellie Merriman. For Lawrence County, leads now cut to 7-4. And send him going back to serve it up, Arlie Thomas. Now checking into the game for the Lady Cats will be Lila Cox, and for Reagan Brazier. Thomas, the right-hander, serves it over. Dug out by Gillum. Set up now for Emerson. And that one will fall in for the kill. Maddie Gillum there with the assist. And the lead's now 8-4. Substitution now coming into the game is Ellie Lou Mason. 8th grader for the Lady Eagles as Emerson goes back to serve. Dug out. Thomas sends it over to Merriman. Dug out by Gillum. And now that one's dug out, and Thomas can't get that one to go. Ellie Lou Mason sent it over before it was sent over wide by Lawrence County. 9-4 is the Summertown lead as Emerson will serve it up again. That one's dug out, but goes into the net. A good attempt there by Lila Cox. Can't make it happen, so that's an ace for Emerson. It's a 10-4 Lady Eagle advantage. Emerson again. Dug out by Sophie Cole. To Arlie Thomas, over to Ellie Merriman. And dug out by Emerson. Over to Gillum. And sent over is Mason. Now to Cole. Back to Merriman. Dug out by Emerson. And that one's going to fall in. So a kill either way for Emerson. She'll go back and serve it with their team leading by 7. And now the young kids in front of us have exchanged the cell phone. Cole now digs out the serve to Thomas. Over to Merriman. That one's dug out. And Gillum sends it over to J.C. Burleson. Dug out by Cole. Thomas. Hagan. Dug out by Gillum. Back to Gillum. And a good block there by Hagan off of the shot by Laura Gillum. Falls in for the block kill. And the lead is cut to 6 at 11-5. And Hagan gets the kill, and we'll go back and serve it up. The right-hander jump serve is over. Dug out by Gillum. Over to Gillum. That one is just wide. Did not miss by much, and it will stay with Lawrence County as they cut the lead to 5 at 11-6. Both sides reserves now into the game. Hagan's serve is over. Dug out by Gillum. Saved. And Kelly sends it over. Dug out by Hagan to Thomas. Now to Frakes. Frakes. Dug out by Burleson. Now Burleson will send it over. Dug out by Hagan to Thomas. Over to Merriman. And that one's going to fall in. She hits it off the top of the net. Gets the friendly bounce. Falls in. And Lady Eagles now on a 3-0 run. They cut it to 11-7. Hagan now to serve it up. It's over. Dug out. And now Frakes off the hard dig gets a kill. And Lawrence County now on a 4-0 run leads it. Now cuts the lead to 11-8. As Hagan sends her serve into the net, and that breaks the run. Now it's a 12-8 Lady Eagle advantage. Now to serve it up for the Lady Eagles is Daisha Filippo. Dug out by Merriman, over to Cox. That one's dug out by Filippo. Burleson tries the kill attempt into the net, and it's a 12-9 Lady Eagle lead. Now back to serve it up is Ellie Merriman. Jump serve is over. Dug out by Kelly. Gillum. Now to Mason. Dug out by Cox to Frakes. Back over to Cox. And that one's dug out by Gillum. Frakes now gets her. And that one's saved by Gillum and over. Merriman saves it. A battle for it at the net. Mason's kill attempt goes in the net. And the point will go to Lawrence County. 12-10, Summertown leads here. Good battle there at the net. As Merriman sends it over, dug out by Kelly to Gillum, over to Mason. And that kill attempt's going to fall in just out of the reach of a diving Sophie Cole. And their lead's now at 3, 13-10. Well, 10 minutes left here in the 75-minute affair. They might call it after this one. Dribbling it up is Audrey Hofstetter, and her serve goes in the net. Leads now down to 2. Back to serve, back in the game is Reagan Brazier. She checks in for Lila Cox. Her serve is a high one, but it's over. Hofstetter now over to Burleson. It's over. Dug out by Sophie Cole. To Thomas, to Frakes, dug out by Gillum, and Frakes saves it. Brewer tries to send it over, but gets called for a carry, and the lead is back out to 3 for the Lady Eagles at 14-11. And the lead, Kelly's serve is over, and Brewer can't handle it. That's going to be an ace for the Lady Eagles. They lead at 15-11. And the serve over by Kelly, dug out by Brazier. Now to Thomas, over to Cole. Dug out by Brazier. Now over to Burleson, and that one goes off the wall and wide. And the lead is down to 3 again at 15-12. As Lewis County now makes their way into the gym. Sophie Cole's serve is over, dug out by Burleson. Now to Hofstetter, back to Burleson. Dug out by Cole. To Thomas. Over to Brewer. And that one's wide, and Summertown will get another point. And they answer the Lawrence County run with a run of their own. Lead it 16-12. Well, looks like a 6 at least. That one served over, dug out by Cole. To Thomas. Over to Brewer. And that one is in for the kill. Can't be handled by Ainsley Pennington, so another kill here for Brewer. And she'll go back and serve it up. So, Alyssa Brewer back. Jump serve is over. Dug out by Kelly. Now over to Burleson. Dug out by Brazier to Cole. Thomas can't save it into the net, and that will be a point for the Lady Eagles. Now going back to serve it up is Laura Gillum. Gillum, the right-hander, over. Dug out by Cole. to Thomas. Now to Merriman. Sends it over. Dug out by Pennington to Gillum. Just out of the reach, but sent over. Now to Thomas to Merriman. And a good save there by Laura Gillum. Now to Annalie Kelly. Burleson sends it over. Dug out by Brewer to Thomas to Cole. And that one's blocked and down. A good job there by Millie Emerson. Made an impact in the varsity game, doing the same here in the JV game. And the lead is now at 18-13. Serve is over, dug out by Cole, over to Thomas. Now to Hagan, who just checked in. As Gillum sends over to Burleson, blocked by Thomas. And that one's going to fall in. Thomas gets the block and the kill. And the lead's down to 18-14. Harley Thomas back to serve it up for the Lady Cats. About 6 minutes left here in the match. That one's over and wide. A little too strong. It's now a 19-14 Lady Eagle lead. More than likely, I would imagine this will probably be the final action here of this matchup. Is Millie Emerson now going to serve it up. The jump serve is over. Dug out by Cox. Burleson sends it over. It's on the line and in, and Summertown gets a point. So a kill there from Josie Burleson. Identical twins, so I'm really just guessing who they are. Cox now can't get that one over, and that will be an ace there from Millie Emerson. Their team leads at 21-14. Now a timeout called by Lawrence County head coach Steve Keaton with his junior varsity squad trailing here by 7. 4 points away from a Lady Eagle set take. Again, this just playing 75 minutes, as many sets as they can get in, the better. Yeah. And just to let everyone know, we will kill the broadcast, the feed, after each game, and then started a new one up when the new game starts, just to let everyone know. So once this game is over and you check out of this, a new one will start off whenever the next game starts, which will be Lewis County and Lawrence County. Millie Emerson back to serve it up again. Shots over, dug out by Sophie Cole to Thomas. Now over to Merriman. That one's dug out by Emerson to Gillum to Burleson. Blocked. Gillum sends it over. Saved by Thomas. Back to Mason. And Arlie Thomas tried the kick save and a beauty, but just kicked it back to Summertown. The point goes to Lady Eagles at 22-14. Emerson, the jump serve again. It's over, but into the net. So technically it wasn't over, so that goes a point to the Lady Cats. It's 22-15 Summertown. Elizabeth Hagan back to serve it up. The right-hander sends it over. Dug out by Kelly and Gillum. Now over to Gillum to Burleson. And can't be handled by Brewer. So that's a kill to J.C. Burleson. And J.C. will go back and serve it up. 23-15 is the advantage. The right-hander sends it over. High, dug out by Brewer. To Thomas, now over to Reagan Frakes, and she can't handle that, so that's an ace for Burleson. 24-15, maybe. 23-15. Sent over by Burleson, dug out by Merriman. It's Thomas, over to Frakes. That one's in. Good job by Reagan Frakes finding the back line. They're having a little trouble over there, Will, with the scoreboard, trying to get the right points to the right people. Should be 23-16. Merriman sends it over and dug out by Kelly, over to Gillum, now to Burleson. Dug out by Merriman. Over to Cole, to Frakes. And Gillum to Burleson. Into the net. Scoreboard says 24-17, should be 23-17. Merriman's serve almost hits Brewer in the back of the head as it goes to the net. And they're going to say that's the end of it. So third set goes to Summertown, 25-17. That might be the end of the match here, as it's like everybody's kind of was just cooling it off, and that will be the end of the match. So Summertown takes all 3 sets, both varsity and the 1 JV between them and Lawrence County. Due up next will be Lawrence County and Lewis County. We'll have that game in about anywhere from about 10 to 15 minutes, so we'll see how long it takes Lewis County to warm up here. But for now, this is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.